So, you want to become a VTuber? Well, I'm here to share with you some free or low-cost resources and programs that'll help you get started on your VTuber journey. But first, here's a couple of tips. Number 1, do your research before you ever start doing VTubing. VTubing can get very expensive very quickly. On top of that, you have to know what equipment you need in order to become a VTuber. Is your computer gonna be able to run it? Are you gonna be using a phone for motion tracking? You have to know this information before you begin. Also, you have to know what type of model. Do you want a PNG? Do you want 2D? Do you want 3D? It all matters. The second tip is start small. Many custom VTube models can cost hundreds or thousands of dollars. So just know it is more than okay to use a pre-made model. It is more than okay to make your model yourself. And it is more than okay to start with a low cost or free model. Trust me. The model I'm using is a pre-made I got for $19, and I'm happy with it. You do not have to spend hundreds or thousands of dollars to become a VTuber. In fact, let's pop over and get this show started, and I will show you exactly the different types of programs you can use for free or low cost in order to get started. So, the first program we're going to talk about is VTube Studio. VTube Studio is one of the most well-known VTuber programs out there. In fact, I am using VTube Studio right now in order to make my model come to life so I can make this video for you. VTube Studio is specifically for 2D models and assets. It cannot handle 3D models, so be aware of that. With VTube Studio, you can import a 2D model, whether it is a pre-made or a custom. You can add certain assets to personalize it, or you can use some of the assets that are already inside the program. Additionally, VTube Studio has Twitch integration, so you can use channel points or gift subs or bits or whatever you deem necessary in order to add certain effects to your model, maybe make objects hit you, or change your model entirely to a completely different model. It's all up to you. But VTube Studio is the basic one that you will use for 2D VTubing. It is free on Steam. However, VTube Studio does have a watermark that is about $10 to remove. And in order to be able to put multiple models on screen at the same time, if you are in a collab, that is another DLC that does cost about $15. So, please do be aware that when you have this program, if you only have the free version, there will be a moving watermark the entire time you use it. Number 2 is Mannequin Character Generator. Now, this has 2 different versions. Mannequin Character Generator has a demo for free, but it is limited in the options that you can use. So you can customize all the different body parts that you want, but it only allows you to use the ones that are inside of the application. So if you aren't happy with a certain eye shape, unfortunately, there's not much you can do about it. There is a paid version that is about $30. So it is a bit steep, but it does allow you to use more features and functions inside of the program than what the demo does. However, Mannequin actually is a program that works directly with our next one, Puppet String VTuber Tracking. This allows you to essentially rig your model and make it where you can use it, where it can move around, perform certain actions, and also makes it functional to use. Mannequin Character Generator and Puppet String VTuber Tracking were made by the same developer, so they work together directly, and you can use the model that you create in Mannequin inside of Puppet String, and you can stream from Puppet String as well. Puppet String is free for you to use. Now, Puppet String and Mannequin are 2D VTuber programs, so keep that in mind if you choose to use these programs. Our next one is VRoid Studio. VRoid Studio is one of the most well-known 3D VTuber modeling programs. So you can create a 3D model. You can customize the hair, the movement, the ears, the clothing, and more. You can even export the model or pieces of the model. That way you can customize them and import them later. But fair warning, when you export the model as a VRM file, you cannot import the VRM file back into the program. So save your progress frequently. This program is free. It also has a mobile version, so it's easy to use. It's actually the program I started with when I first became a VTuber. I made my own model in VRoid Studio and started streaming with it. And then I switched to this 2D model, and I haven't looked back. So it's all about what you prefer. The next one is VTuber Editor. It is a professional VTuber avatar editing tool. So it makes it where you can adjust how the model moves. It makes it where you can customize the avatar's decorations and the animations that the avatar performs. It is for 3D models and 3D animations. It has rooms that are already in there, or you can create your own room based off of templates or what you want. This program pairs with VTuber Maker. So VTuber Maker is a 3D tool to create VTuber content. It can track your hands, your face, your body movements, and more. And it uses a webcam. These two programs were both made by Live 3D. So the file that you create in one can be used in the other program, which makes it relatively easy. These programs are both free on Steam for download. Now, we are going to move on to more environment and rigging programs in order to help you familiarize yourself with other things that you may need. Number one is Vitamin. Vitamins is a free control parameter scripting software. That's a fancy way of saying you can put in code and it will determine how your model moves. So this is a free program. It is much like the program I will be mentioning next, but in this program, you can move your arms, your eyes, your eyebrows, your nose, your cheeks, and more. This program makes it where you can customize your model's movement without necessarily having to pay someone. The only thing is, you do need to have a bit of coding knowledge in order to make things work the way you want, unlike this program, VBridger. VBridger is a face tracking plugin that is designed for VTube Studio and Live 2D, which is another program. It makes it where you can use your iPhone's XAR kit in order to track your VTube model, much like what my iPhone is doing for my model right now. VBridger does have a cost of $10, or if you get it with the editor bundle, it is about $26. So do keep that in mind. VBridger does come with a cost. However, if you were to get a custom model, many people will use a program called Live 2D Cubism and then offer a price for VBridger Advanced Rigging. VBridger Advanced Rigging means that all these different facial expressions that you do with your face will be caught in real time. But it takes a great deal of time, and it usually increases the price of your model's rigging in the end. VBridger and vitamins only work with 2D models, so do keep that in mind. Speaking of rigging, this is Live 2D Cubism. I mentioned it a couple minutes ago. If you are creating a 2D model, then this program is more than likely going to be the program that you use. It is responsible for rigging your model. Rigging simply means making your model where it will actually move, kind of like what I'm doing right now. So you can only bring in a Adobe Illustrator file. However, you can create your model's art in Krita, Adobe Illustrator, Procreate, Clip Studio Paint, or you can pay someone else to create the art for you. You can also pay someone else to rig it for you. However, that typically is very expensive. There are some people just for rigging a model, basics, will charge $500 plus. It is a complicated program to learn, but there are tutorials on YouTube in order to learn how to use Live 2D Cubism. The next thing we'll talk about is Warudo. Warudo is a flexible and personalized 3D VTubing software. It has built-in face and hand tracking, custom 3D assets, Twitch and YouTube integrations, much like VTube Studio, except VTube Studio does not use YouTube, and it has a blueprint system. You can create a custom room or use a pre-made room in order to bring your environment to life. This works with 3D models, so you will need a 3D model in order to use Warudo. Warudo makes it where you can move around your environment, but the environment also is just living around you. You can move the camera, you can change angles, and more. Warudo is free to use on Steam. Now, we're going to talk about a couple of programs that will help with face tracking. VTS Face-to-Face connects to VTube Studio, and it allows your face to trigger expressions, items, scenes, and switch models based on the look. So you can build simple rules inside of Face-to-Face that make it where whenever you look a certain way, something happens. You can adjust everything. It is low resource usage, and it only works with VTube Studio. The next one is called Anime. It can help you live stream, chat, or create videos as a 2D or 3D avatar. You can use one of the over 60 avatars provided, or you can import your own avatar and it will follow and track your face. It has real-time motion capture to make sure that it captures every expression. It is free on Steam to use. One program you can use is called Mascoz. M-A-S-C-O-Z. You can either create an avatar or start streaming. There is a website, there is a mobile app, but there is also a PC downloaded program. The model you see on your screen here is one I made. Mazcause claims that you can create a usable 3D model in 5 minutes or less. This model I made right here took me about 5 to 7 minutes in order to make it. Pretty cool, right? So, if it is that quick and easy to make a VTuber model that you want, why not use it? And it helps you start streaming today instead of waiting for a model to be done and then doing it. We are now going to move on to free resources or low-cost resources. Our first one is called VTuber Nook. This is a resource gathering that a couple of VTubers have put together. Essentially, it will help you find overlays, live 2D, 3D, or PNG models, emotes, stickers, badges, streaming tools, tutorials, chat widgets, panels and banners, debut assets, background music and sound effects, character assets, and transition scene. You can scroll through everything that you want to look at and find it for free. The majority of these resources are free of charge. There are a few that do have a low cost associated with them, but the majority are free. So, as long as you credit the artist that made them, you should be able to click on each one and it will take you directly to the source. That way you can download it and use it for your streams. Number 2 is Trello. More specifically, free VTuber stuff. You do not need a Trello account in order to use this. This particular website is all about free VTuber stuff. There is assets and schedules and outfits and VTuber model for every occasion. There's ones for Valentine's Day, Halloween, there's hand assets, there's outfit assets, there's general assets such as glasses or ears, sleep masks, and more. And there's also free VTube models that you can find and download. This was created by PerkyPert in order to gather free information resources for up-and-coming and brand new VTubers that want to find something and get their start. They have a Discord community in case you find free VTuber assets and you want to share them. The next one is Booth. Booth is a popular website not only to find VTuber assets, but to find VTube models for zero or low cost. For example, on this screen, you see featured links where it can show you different types of content, either for comic, or based on holidays, or based on themes, or for 3D or for 2D models. Everything is priced in Japanese yen. So, in order to use anything, you first have to create an account. If you are planning to buy anything, you have to convert your currency into Japanese yen in order to purchase anything. But you can search specifically for certain items that are free to use in order to avoid having to pay. As long as you credit the artist, you will be fine. Another program that people use to take their art and turn it into images is called Picrew. So people draw these images, create VTube models, or just create art all on their own, and you can use it. Or you can create art yourself. Look down here at the Navi portraits, as well as the birthday cake and more. It is free to use. Just simply create an account. This is Illustratoya. If you have seen a VTuber's TikTok or Instagram, and they have funny little characters helping them tell a story, such as a mom doing something or a kid doing something, this is the website that they use in order to get those assets. These are different small characters you can find to use in your social media, and there's multiple categories for zodiac signs, countries, landmarks, holidays, school years, instruments, food, and more. This allows you to create compelling stories in your social media or for your YouTube videos if you are not on screen but you need something to tell the story. This last one is called Nizema. Now, Nizema, you can find in Illustrator or Live 2D work. You can find VTube models that can be customized, as well as gender-specific or androgynous. You can find ones that are widely available, or it is a one-of-a-kind model. This website also has it where you purchase in Japanese yen, so do keep that in mind if you choose to use this site. It has where you can create a free account, or you have paid accounts in order to use everything in it. It also has a sister program that can be used for live streaming. So, now you know some basic VTuber programs and resources that are available for you to use to get started on your VTuber journey. You can find opportunities for people to create models or rig models on Fiverr, Etsy, or VGen. There are other websites, but those three are the ones that are trusted the most. Additionally, you can check social media, typically Twitter, and people will advertise commission services for creating art or backgrounds or creating models. And there are some that are somewhat affordable. There are some that are much more expensive. So do your due diligence and be sure to check everything out first. VTubing is meant to be fun. It is meant to be a creative outlet. So, whether you start for free or you drop a pretty penny on creating a model and creating that character, it doesn't matter. As long as you're having fun and you're doing what you want to do, that's the important thing. But if you have questions about what other VTube resources are there, or how to use certain VTuber resources, or what it's like being a VTuber, be sure to put your questions down below. I will also be putting links to all these programs and these websites in the description below, so you can readily access them. I will also be putting links to videos that show you how some people use these programs to create their VTuber models or make their VTuber models function. But until next time, I'm Sheldon Frost. I'll see you later.